Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another reading. No matter what time of day it is or what day you found this message, I am super grateful that you are here. Guys, today's date is Saturday, September 6th of 2025, 4:31 on the clock as we begin the message today. Definitely got another interesting download for you. Wow, there's a lot of downloads coming through. So definitely stay tuned. If you haven't liked, shared, subscribed, hit the all button, please do those things so you don't miss your message. A lot of messages coming in for the collectives. Also, just as a quick side note, big shout out to the subscribers on YouTube and those who follow me on TikTok. Sending so much love and light to you today, and thank you for your support. I will be online Sunday, possibly on YouTube and TikTok, but on TikTok for sure. And I will be doing a live and just kind of hanging out at 1 p.m. on Sunday, the 7th, with the collective. So definitely, if you're free and it resonates, please do join me. We have a lot of fun. Okay, guys, I'm going to dive right in because I'm not going to spend a ton of time in the energy today, but it is a really interesting message. I'm just going to light some Palo Santo while I am just kind of, I guess, getting you filled in. But, okay, collective, so somebody really, really, really wants you to feel what they are feeling. Somebody really, really, really wants you to feel what they are feeling. Why do I say that? Well, this morning's download, I could just see somebody dealing with a lot of challenges, loss, grief. And when I say loss, I mean like losing loved ones in death, and also like pets, opportunities, jobs, careers, emotional upset and turmoil, things coming up from the past. Like I was just seeing so much in the energy that this individual was going through. And I could see them like almost like they were showing you, look at all of this disaster that I'm dealing with. But I picked up the energy, collectives. Unfortunately, this energy, for some reason, is not taking accountability and or is blaming you for whatever reason. So this energy feels very strongly that, how do I word this? I guess it's not going to light again. It's okay. 444 and 4444 might be numbers that you're seeing. Side note. But this energy is definitely, if there's some decisions and choices that they've made here, they're not taking accountability for that. They see you as a root cause or a root problem associated with the challenges, the loss, and the grief that they are suffering at this time. So there's something here about them trying to project that towards you in the energy. Almost like they want you to be in their shoes or to feel how it feels to walk in their shoes. That came through really strongly. So, it could be coming across to you something like dreams, thoughts, ruminations, imagery that's popping up that brings strong emotion. Okay, whether it's triggering, whether it makes you want to cry, whether you just have like some sort of strong emotional response, whatever that is, if you're experiencing something like that, then this might be your message, okay? Obviously, if you resonate with the message, more than likely it's your message or there's something for you to take out of it, okay? But definitely those of you who resonate have been experiencing like dreams, thoughts, rumination, things associated with imagery and scenarios that bring about strong emotions. So it's like this energy is really focused on you when they're going through a lot of challenges, and it's like a projection of that energy. Now, I'm not sure that this is at this point, you know, for the purposes of placing you in an illusion. I think it's more so like, I'm so pissed off, I'm going through this, you know, and then they start thinking about you and it creates like a projecting energy of some kind. You know, that may not be their intention, is I want them to see me having this moment. As a matter of fact, I'm picking up through the pre-pull that this energy is kind of egotistical and does not want you to know they're having issues. But it's happening due to them putting so much emphasis on you and focusing on you that it's actually creating like a situation where it's like you're picking up on it in the energy. So let's go ahead and get into the pre-pull here. I want to share with you what I have. So right off the bat, or right off jump, that's what I just heard. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups in the upright, Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Devil card. Earth and Capricorn energy in the reverse. So I'm picking up here that this energy is got some sort of false success. Like normally here we'd be successful. We're dealing with all these pentacles. We're doing great. Even if they have money, it's based off of something that is not sustainable. Whatever successes they have, it's like they're very precariously balanced on something. And then there's something here about like some sort of obsession with the illusion of this success, and something here about a partnership, a relationship of some kind that's very important to them. This is in the upright. So this might be a current relationship, or this might be something that they desire. This could be a person, place, or space, an achievement, an accomplishment, a goal, a connection with something, something that they hold in high esteem, but actually they're not who they say they are. It's like a fake or a false mirrored energy. It's like the illusion in the mirror versus the real thing. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. And whatever's going on here has them feeling very like they're jealous of someone, or there's some energy of jealousy here associated with collectives. Their cup is not truly full. We see the Knight of Cups here. He's in reverse. The cup is upside down. So this is why I say the energy is really precariously balanced. Like one thing going off point here and the whole facade falls apart, okay? They're very moody and jealous about collectives. And then there's something here about them trying to keep somebody stuck in some form of like limiting beliefs. Okay, keeping them stuck in limiting beliefs. So this might be why they're moody, is because something has changed about whomever this energy is that they're mirroring, and utilizing that mirroring process to pretend to be somebody and to gain some sort of unified partnership. So they're upset or moody or emotional about the fact that somebody is releasing limiting beliefs, okay? Now, the next cards we had out was the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the Strength card, all in the, well, actually, I'm sorry. 7 of Wands is in the reverse. 9 of Cups and the Strength card are in the upright. So somebody is really burnt out from whatever this work is they've been doing to try to maintain this position. Okay. Also, I'm picking up, there's something here about their efforts to destroy collectives' confidence in themselves, to keep them from being able to get to a place where they can release limiting beliefs and get unstuck. So there's a lot of energy here focused on someone being stuck or limited that somebody is moody about. Okay. They wanted you to give up, but this energy is who's given up, because I was pulling here on the energy of this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like, who is this? So this could be people, a group, an organization, a space. We're going to find out more about that. But I did ask a little bit about like who's involved with this. Like, was it one person or a group? And it looks like there are multiple energies I'm picking up on. As many as 7 to 9 energies I'm picking up on. Because right after that, we had the 9 of Cups. This one was in the upright. So this has to do with like somebody achieving like accomplishments, luxury, abundance, having everything that they need. All their cups are full. This is what this has to do with. This energy was able to basically fake the funk and get into a position, is what I'm picking up, for some kind of partnership or union that wasn't really meant for them. This is why they're upset, moody, and emotional about losing this position. So they wanted collectives to feel exhausted and to give up. But that's not going to happen. Somebody might possibly be a water or a Pisces, a water sign or a Pisces. Somebody is headed towards stability, okay? And this stability isn't going to just be basic generic stability. This is going to be some sort of, it's going to feel like luxury to you because it's going to be so different from where you were before. Like all the challenges and difficulties you were having before, that's getting ready to turn around. This energy was trying to use some sort of connections or strength that they had to keep you stuck or to keep some sort of issues, confusion, manipulation tactics going such that you were not able to see this. But you have been able to turn that energy around and utilize your inner strength and your connection with your guides to be able to see through whatever this is here. That's this veil, manipulation, whatever this is that was supposed to keep you stuck, basically. And it wasn't just to keep you stuck, just to be stuck. There's an energy here that was benefiting from your rightful gain. Let's put it that way. It's like this whole thing that I talk about sometimes when we talk about terms like destiny swapping. Someone basically blocking someone else off and creating issues to keep them stuck, and then stepping in their path and grabbing all the stuff that they would have grabbed, but they're preoccupied with a bunch of drama and craziness. So the person that steps in front of them is grabbing all of their opportunities and just continues to try to keep this person stuck. It's that kind of energy. I asked why. I said, who is this that they're doing this to? Look what popped up. The Star. You're the star. No wonder. So how does an energy like this all of a sudden become this? You see what I'm saying? This is your natural energy. That's who you are. This is inverted energy. This is not really their place, okay? So the only way they could keep this is by you being like unbeknownst to you, or you being in a state of confusion about who you really are or what's really yours, or, just being preoccupied with a lot. I'm seeing a lot of this symbolism with the 2 jars in the water. That came up in a download from last week. Something here about jars being emptied out or jars being filled up, or a transfer of water. Okay, so that tells us a little bit about who they are basically trying to keep in a stuck state. It's not happening, and this is why they're upset. Okay, so then we had the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and we have Aries and Taurus on the table. You might be an Aries or a Taurus, or this energy might be an Aries or Taurus. Whatever the case, there's something here about keeping you in a place where you felt like you were working your butt off and not getting anything for it. Basically, see how when the Knight is in the upright, they're in motion, they're moving with their pentacle. This is reversed. Somebody was trying to keep somebody stuck, like not moving. I keep coming up on this energy. There's a lot of commercial break. There's a lot of this energy coming up right now because there's like disclosure happening energetically all over the planet about these energies that have been siphoning energy off of the populace and the collectives. And the energy readers are picking up on it. They definitely picked up on it over the years, but now, like when I tell you the veil has dropped, downloads, visuals, audio, clairaudience, whatever. There's all kinds of information coming into the collectives that are energy readers to help them to understand why those in the collectives have been having so many challenges just getting going. Like every time they get going, some crap would happen that was unexpected to throw them off course and put them back at start point again. We're starting to understand why, like on a deeper level, this has been happening. So you have these groups, energies, principalities, entities, organizations, different types of places and spaces that benefited from the energy, resources, time, money, ideas, creativity, physical labor of the populace and the collectives. And their whole kingdom was based on that. So if you take like a Jenga puzzle, right? The upright puzzles you build, if you take one of those pieces out, you take the wrong piece out, that whole thing is coming down. I'm picking up a strong energy of somebody being upset in this very moment. When I tell you these energies are literally bawling their eyes out about their whole thing collapsing, and the fact that there are a few of these energies versus the populace, versus the collectives, they hold the larger numbers. It's a few. So literally, when I say everything has to be precariously balanced, if the wrong peg gets pulled out, the whole thing collapses, they lose everything. That's why some of these energies have been so heavily, steadily, like to the point where they're just willing to just throw the whole kitchen sink and everything they've got at it, knowing that they are increasing their karma 70-fold, but they're still willing to do it because they have a belief there's nothing else to do here if they lose everything. And for them, that's control, that's power, that's influence, that's the ability to make others see things a certain way. Once that's over, they don't even, I guess there's just not really much living for after that. From the standpoint of these energies, that's what I'm picking up, because the upset is like, ugh, it's bad. Okay. So then we have more energy about what was going on with you all here. Those of you who resonate, we have the King of Swords in reverse. They were trying to keep you, once again, it's a lot of emotional control and manipulation. Like, that's what we're talking about here. They wanted to keep you in a state of scarcity. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. They wanted you like counting your pentacles like this. Oh, I only have 5. I don't have enough. Like they wanted you feeling very, like scant. Like what I have is scant, so I have to be very careful about. They wanted to keep you in that energy. Why? Because it keeps you distracted. You can't focus on the bigger picture on how to get more pentacles. You're focused on just the little bit you have and how to distribute that just so your whole thing doesn't collapse, okay? Why? To keep you burdened. 10 of Wands. To keep you in a state of burden. This is crazy. It's not working. This is why they're upset, because it's coming to the end. Let's go to the shadow deck. It's not coming to an end. It's coming to the end. We have 3 cards right off rip that just fell out. So we're just going to go on ahead and take them. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's going on here. We're talking about what these energies, entities, spaces, or places, the shadow work that is coming to the forefront here, like what their issue is, what their problem is. So something here about unseen patterns, okay? Beliefs and reprogramming. Yeah, their beliefs are pretty crappy. I mean, and that's putting it mildly. But these are some terrible beliefs that are driving the behavior. I also am picking up that a lot of these energies have connected themselves with entities, principalities, and beings that are low vibrational and that are now driving the behavior. See the car? They're being driven in a certain direction, whereas before they may have been in the front seat. Now you see, look at that. There's nobody driving the car. Oh, there's somebody driving it, but it's not them. I feel like a lot of these energies have been taken over by entities and things that are low vibrational. And so they weren't able to see the patterns of you healing yourself and awakening. They're actually quite shocked that you were able to make it out of this situation. Self-reflection, awareness and improvement, something that they are not doing, something that you have worked on. This is how you were able to break the patterns, is because you engaged in self-reflection. Okay? So whereas they are not present in the driver's seat, you most certainly are. A lot of you are meditating, okay? Maybe utilizing self-talk, doing healing work, connecting with your higher self, however you want to look at that. So, yeah. Arrogance. I mean, need I say more? Humility, awareness, and growth. Not seeing flaws hinders growth. Knowing no limits to learn and improve. Okay, so yes, these energies, just like I spoke about earlier, do not take accountability. That's the problem. So that's why they miss the patterns. They were so busy judging you and underestimating you, they missed the wake up. There was a point in time where a shift happened, might have even been due to some of these energies trying to keep you stuck, block, resistance, energy, hindrance that helped you with your awakening. But whatever the case is, they missed it. They were not alert. They were not aware. That's because they're arrogant. And that is because the energies that they have connected themselves with are also arrogant and just pretty much destructive. So when this stuff stopped working with you, these energies immediately turn back on them. So all this stuff that they wanted for you, and then all of these poor, cycles, patterns, behavioral patterns that they were in, got doubled down on. It's like the energy locked them into it. Now they can't even break out of it. Why? They're not even aware how much they're being driven, probably in some cases, by these entities that they've hooked themselves to try to hinder, block, disrupt, energy siphon off of others. It's a mess. Okay, so let me grab something here from the Character Oracle, and then I'm going to grab a few cards from the handwritten deck. Tell us about the character of these energies that were kind of targeting, blocking, resisting collectives, and now want them to feel all the pain and the issues that they are now feeling due to their own karma. What do we got here, Spirit? Oh. Cultivation, harvest, land. So we got the farmer card. Somebody might actually, own a farm and work on a farm. It's possible. But somebody is a energy harvester. That's the way I take this card. Look at the harvest. Their cultivation is based off of energy harvesting. That's what we know. We just got done talking about that. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have here? What else can we know? Thank you. And we got a few cards popped out. Okay. Somebody might be a volunteer. Okay, they do volunteer work. Yeah, somebody feels some sort of selfless devotion to whatever this cause is. They may have even started out just somebody asked them to help them with something, and they got rooked into this stupid energy that they're in, where now they're, really low-key, high-key, just destroying themselves by continuing to repeat the same patterns instead of learning from it. Somebody might have been very devoted to this energy. Okay. We got a bartender in reverse. Watch your drinks, guys. Be careful. Watch your drinks and food. Master of libation, small talker, and alleviator. Yeah, somebody might have been utilizing some sort of distraction or sending energies associated with distraction. Could have been a good-looking person that came your way, that was a good talker, that was supposed to kind of take your mind off of things, alleviate stress, but it was also a distraction. Could also be that you have somebody here that was actually putting something in your drinks because the bartender's in reverse. A genius. Somebody thinks they're really smart. Maybe it was working for a while, but see, that arrogance is what got them. This is confirmation. Bearer of gifts, extraordinary, intellect, innovative mind, and exceptional ability. Anybody from your past that you know believed that about themselves, or maybe fit that description in their own eyes, or maybe possibly others? Somebody feels pretty confident in their ability to use their mind to accomplish something. This energy was shocked when you broke out of this illusion. Somebody might be young. We got the young card here. This one talks about vitality, innovation, potential, and growth. Yeah, somebody might have been innovative and had a lot of really good ideas, but maybe it wasn't enough in their mind to surpass you or to outmatch you. It's like somebody's in a competition that you're not even in. But somebody might be younger than you, okay, or might have a very youthful energy. Ugh, that's enough of that. Let me go on ahead and move this off to the side, and we're going to take a look at the, let's go into the handwritten deck here. Little Oracle ASMR. Let's put that over there. Okay, Spirit. Any information that we can know that would help collectives understand maybe who this is, or that this is their message, okay? Or anything we need to understand about what's getting ready to happen here. I mean, so far what we've seen, guys, is that this energy, the reason why you're having the dreams, the strong, maybe rumination, things that you're not even really trying to think about or think about normally. It's like somebody is focusing on you in the energy and you are picking up on it. And they want you to feel what they're feeling, but that is because they are suffering due to the choices that they made in regard to you and others. Wow, Spirit said you don't know the half of it. Look at this. This energy is wild. Other messages for the collective, please. Oops. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, you're being encouraged to sit with your pets. Okay. What makes you so special? Hater energy. Yeah, somebody's jealous. Spirit says yes. Confirmation. Oh, wow. What else do we have here, Spirit? Maybe. Maybe what? Confirmation on what? Maybe what? Or any other messages. Okay, we got a few here. We got a water sign. A water sign who's angry and frustrated. And Spirit is asking you, are you sure about something? Is there somebody you're getting ready to deal with, or somebody that you feel might be the person involved or energy involved in this? Spirit might be asking you, are you sure about that? Or maybe a question you recently asked. Somebody's missing your energy. Yeah, they can't energy harvest. Island of Sanity. You're being encouraged to get on it. Yeah, somebody wants to present themselves like a new love interest, but you're being encouraged that they're actually pissed off and you should watch out. Somebody with the first, middle, last initial I. The number 8 might be important. Maybe the month of August, or maybe you have 8 in your birthday. You're being encouraged to consider the archetypal energy. Any other messages here, Spirit? Thank you. What do we got here? I know I saw one flip. Oh, we got an Aquarius here. Interesting. What else do we have? Any other messages out of here? Okay. And a Pisces. So we've got a Pisces, an Aquarius, and a water sign. That's the water sign. That's confirmation on that. We have water sign out, so it's a Pisces. Interesting. Let's see what we've got here. Any other messages for the collectives? Oops. That's a lot of cards that flipped at once. Let's try that again. Messages for the collectives, please. Ooh, that one flipped out. Somebody with the first, middle, last initial R. Or that could be part of your name. Somebody is happy. Somebody named R is happy. Maybe that's you, collective. Maybe you found your way through this energy and this deception and you're happier now. Somebody's a Libra. Or this could be my justice card. Maybe somebody with the first, middle, last initial R is happy because they finally got justice. You might also be a Libra. Okay, let's see what's over here, guys. We're going to just check this deck and then we're going to go over here and pull some closing energy. Okay, Spirit, any more messages for the collectives here with the handwritten deck? Oh, okay. Oh, wow, you're getting help. Look at this. Some sort of help from your spiritual team that's going to help you level up. Yeah, it's the World for this energy. That's my death card. Other messages for the collectives. Yeah, Spirit's like, these people are shocked. Like, how the f did you do this? Any other messages? Oh, this energy is cold-blooded. Let's see. Cold-blooded. What are these two? Yeah, you're being encouraged to keep moving. Go. Implement a new plan. Get innovative, okay? So if you've been feeling stuck, don't just stand stagnant. Get busy. Implement a new plan. Okay? Now is not the time for sitting down. What do we have here? Wow. Yeah, see this as an opportunity. Somebody with the first, middle, last initial G should see this as an opportunity. I thought I saw another card pop here. Maybe not. Other messages for collectives. Other messages for collectives. Oh, yep. Look at this. The time is now. Look at that. Yeah. The time is now for your height of happiness. Spirit is affirming you will be very happy. Any other messages for collectives? Any other messages for collectives? Yeah. Whatever you're hanging on to that's holding you back, release it now. Middle, first, last, initial. First, middle, last, however you want to say that. F. You might need a little more rest right now. And new opportunities. You are making progress. The new opportunities are on their way. Yeah, there's some sort of cultish energy. Remember, cults can represent, you know, the traditional meaning of the word, or it can mean like a group of energies that are in your energy, and they all have a similar, they have a similar intention towards you, and so they're coming up like a group. I told you I picked up about 7 to 9 energies here for some of you. First, middle, last initial T. First, middle, last initial N. It's going to have some financial security. Okay. Any other messages here? Ha ha ha. Yeah, you guys might have an ex or somebody like from your past that might be kind of spying on you. You know, be mindful of who's following you on social media. Be careful about what you post. Let's go to Intuitive Whispers to close out. I want to just give you a message for encouragement. Basically, the message today, guys, is that for those of you who've been having these dreams, intuitive nudges, maybe you've had some ruminations, some weird imagery pop up in your head, thoughts or whatever about people who are like in pain emotionally, people screaming about stuff or whatever. I don't know. I feel like this entity, this energy hook themselves to is some sort of like screaming berserker energy. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. But it's a really nasty energy. And I feel like that's part of why they're having like the lashback that they're having is something here about the energies that they're working with. Very low vibrational. Okay, very opposite of who you are. You are a light worker. closing message for the collective, something encouraging or something that you feel like they need to know, Spirit. One card only, if you please. I heard take the bottom card. Okay. Ooh, that one kind of slid there. The power of silence. Threes, 333, 33, 33. You might be seeing a lot of threes. Somebody is crossing a bridge here into a new timeline. Look at how the bridge is actually kind of split, like where the sun is shining. They're walking through into a new timeline. These energies, it keeps coming up in these readings, these energies are going to be left behind. You are leaving these behind. They are being removed from your timeline, whether they like it or not. You're being encouraged here that there's nothing you need to do. You can just remain silent and keep focusing on your goals. Stay in your peace. Hold your ground, but stay in your peace. You don't need to scream and yell at these energies. They are having the worst time ever. Like, this incarnation for them is really not good. So there's nothing you need to do there. You know, definitely if somebody's sending energies at you, you know, you can return to sender or ask the light to absolve it or, you know, return it to the void to be cleansed and cleared, whatever it is you do. Okay. Or maybe you just pray for support, whatever it is, that's fine. But there's really nothing you need to do here. It is being handled. And that is the message that keeps coming through for the collectives. When downloads like this come through, it's always the same. Don't worry about it. You're getting help. We just wanted to make you aware so that way you're not panicking or concerned about maybe some things you're experiencing right now. Okay. Power of silence. Let's take a look at it. Number 3. Let's read the guidebook for it. This one says, how often are you in silence? Existing in a place without the distraction of music, screens, work, or people. Here, I'll hold the card up here. There is a deep internal power that can only be accessed from that silence. This is your intuition. It is always there, but it takes the discipline of consistent practice to become comfortable enough in the silence to hear it. If you're reading this card, take this as your first whisper to reconnect to the silence and listen. At first, it might sound loud. The mind will try to find any way to distract you, creating to-do lists, replaying events, but you must persevere. At the other side of that chatter is a powerful silence, and from within that stillness, your inner confidence will begin to come through. So you're getting a hint here on how to access this, okay? I can put this here so you guys can see it. You're being encouraged to close your eyes and listen. Tune into every sound you can hear, both far away and close by. Don't get caught up in the sounds, just notice them. Bring your awareness to the breath as it enters and leaves the body. Whenever your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, simply invite your awareness back to your breathing. Now move your awareness to the space between the breaths, the silence at the end of the exhale, or the inhale, and the silence at the end of the exhale. Let yourself drift into these silences and listen. This is really great, guys. And if this is feeling a little complicated on how to access this, you could utilize box breathing or circular breathing, where you're taking an inhalation, holding, exhaling, holding. And you just continue with that cycle and pattern 3 times, 3 sets of 3, and then just sit with the silence of your natural breath. That's another way you could access this. This one's really good too. This is really good. But box breathing is a very simple way for people who are new to breath work and meditation. Okay. There's also 4-7-8 breath or 4-7-6 breath. You can look any of those options up. But that is your recommendation for today, guys. Okay. We got to help you tap into the silence because, you know, I'm picking up that whomever this is that's really focused on you might be you're picking up on some extra noise that may not be your noise. Like energetically, for those of you who resonate, you're energetically sensitive enough that you're picking up on this. And it might be kind of disturbing. Okay? So don't worry. There's nothing that's going to happen because of that. You're just picking up on this energy focusing on you because you're empathic and you're in tune. You're being shown here how you can work on yourself while this energy is dealing with their own stuff, and kind of raise your vibration and tap out of that. So you hear that, see that, and connect with it less. Okay? But this is being removed out of your timeline. Hold your peace. Be patient. Be calm. You're moving out of this scenario or out of this timeline with this energy. So they're kind of having like a crash out episode, because not just because of what's happening, but because they're losing everything, and because they're linked in with some sort of screaming banshee berserker energy. That's also part of what you're picking up on. It's pretty horrible. So this energy, or these energies, they're gonna get their stuff handed to them. There's really nothing you need to do there. It's actually really sad. It is and it isn't, but it's also sad to hear any being in that state. So anyways, guys, I'm going to close the reading out there. I hope this was helpful to you, and definitely sending so much love and light to whoever resonates with today's message. But I will be back on with another reading. Guys, I hope that you're enjoying, your summer/fall, I guess. We're in fall now. So definitely getting outside, enjoying the weather. It's a little cooler. I think it's going to be a little cooler for a minute, but we might get another warm front. You never know. Some of you are getting ready to travel to warm destinations, so definitely enjoy your vacation. And I will be on with you this Sunday for a live reading with the collectives on TikTok at 1 p.m. Definitely feel free to join me there, and we're going to have a good time, and I have a surprise topic that we will be getting into. Okay, guys, so that's it for me today. This is your girl Ora-gen, and definitely sending so much love and light, and look forward to being with you in the next reading.